time for Nerdgasm.
Hey, what's up, Nerdgasm fans? Jerry here, aka Barnacules. Now, you guys probably have noticed I haven't posted a video in about a week, and I would like to apologize for that first and foremost. You guys probably all thought I was dead in a ditch. Well, unless you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, because I was very active in both of those places throughout the entire week, there just wasn't a video, and I'm going to explain why. So let's go ahead and just start off with my trip to Chicago. So I was contacted by a company called Untitled. If you guys watched my last video, I was invited to Chicago to go tour their facility, and I was also invited to a cool event called Ord Camp, which only about 200 people are invited to, and it's held at Google headquarters. It's basically this massive think tank event where they take all these creative and influential and just batshit crazy people, stick them in an environment together, give them some booze and food, and let them all just go crazy with ideas. And it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and I'll tell you why. Because I met so many people that were very much like me, and I met a lot of people that weren't like me at all, and everybody got along just fine, and everybody had something to contribute, and it was literally a 24-hour-a-day event for 2 days. So I only walked back to my hotel to sleep for a couple of hours. I think I left at like 4:30 a.m. one night, went back, slept, come back, and I was back at it again. But the whole event gets all these people together. They give you these cool badges so everybody knows your name. It's nice and big. They can see it across the room, and it talks about some of the things you're interested in or some of the things people can glean from looking at your badge about you. And mine, of course, says professional nerd. And it says Microsoft. Well, I put the X on there because I'm not bitter or anything. But basically, everybody has a badge like this, so you can just walk around, you see somebody, oh, 3D printing, I'm gonna go talk to him. Oh, woodworking, I'm gonna go talk to him. So it gives you a really cool in to just approach people that you don't know and start a conversation. And the whole idea of the event is everybody is approaching everybody, so you expect it, so it's not awkward at all. And I thought that was really cool. I had some amazing conversations with people about inventions, about things that could be created, about new ways, new ideas of doing things. I talked about electronics. I talked about integrated circuits. I talked about lasers. Even talked about how to make cats dance. Plus, they even had a maker area put together where they had basically the carving machines, 3D printers. They even had a laser etching machine. And you can see here, I got a cool cup made right here. See, it's the Ord Camp, but it says Nerdgasm at the top. And at the station, we literally made this graphic, put this cup into a laser cutter, and, you know, it moved around and etched it on there. And I thought that was absolutely amazing to see all this stuff put together. And it really, really put a couple things in perspective for me. When I came back from the trip, not only was I exhausted, and I lost my voice, which is one of the reasons why I haven't made a video this week, is because my voice is now getting back to about 80, 90%, so I feel like I can use it again. But I was trying to stay quiet most of the time and let my voice heal, because you guys all remember what happened when I went to World Maker Faire.
And it's probably going to take me a week to get that back before I can shoot other videos. But hang with me. I'll be making a lot of content in the future, guys, so stick around. All right, till next time.
That was a nightmare. I don't ever want to hurt my voice that bad again. So needless to say, when I got back last Sunday, not Super Bowl Sunday, the Sunday before that, I was exhausted. I literally got home at about 3 p.m., went to sleep, and slept for like, I think it was 16 or 18 hours. It was insane. It was the longest I've ever slept continuously in my life. And I woke up, I took a day, and I did some editing on the video, and that's where I created that Inventables tour, the last video that I uploaded. After that, I didn't create another video because after going to this event and talking to so many other entrepreneurs and other people that are self-employed or other people that had their own businesses, I mean, not everybody at this event had their own business, but a lot of them did. And I learned a massive amount of stuff about like what you got to worry about with like tax laws, how to set up businesses, best ways to like work with customers and things like that. And it really, really just like got me thinking. I was like, you know what? I'm not really running this thing like a business. Now, I don't want to run this thing like a business. I like my YouTube channel to be my hobby, where I do things that are interesting and things that I like to do when I like to do them. But now that this is actually my career and I have to make a living and I have to feed Xander and Miss Barnacules and get us all insurance, I have to find that little line, that fine line where it's like I'm still giving you guys the entertainment that you love. I'm still doing what I'm passionate about, so I don't want to just wake up every day and step in front of the bus, so to speak, and provide for my family. So I spent the rest of the week looking into tax law, looking into how to form small businesses, and how to do a whole bunch of stuff, basically, how to keep track of things, how to do things right so that I'm working smarter and not harder. And then that buys me more time to create videos. Because this entire week I was basically getting like Office 365 subscriptions, setting up calendars, setting up spreadsheets, going out and getting all the information from all the different people that I work with and companies that help us out by sending us products and putting those all together. And it was a massive undertaking. But by doing stuff like that, I give myself more time to create videos because now I can find stuff when I need it very, very quickly. And that's actually really, really important. So it turns out being your own boss is kind of hard because not only do you have to do the stuff that you love to do, you have to do the stuff you absolutely hate to do. I hate keeping track of expenses. I hate keeping track of taxes. I hate keeping track. That stuff sucks. That is something that I just didn't deal with when I had my Microsoft career. Now that I've actually taken a week to like sit down, figure it out, talk to some people, talk to CPAs, talk to things like that, I think I got a handle on it. I think this is something that I can do moving forward. So after this video, we're going to get back to business as usual, and I'm going to try to produce a video about every 2 days. So optimally, I want to produce about 3 videos a week, realistically, because that'll give me a day of downtime too, because God, do I need some downtime. But even this week, we were doing some awesome things. We went and spent an entire day out at Dirtfish Rally School shooting a video on a few cool new products, the Epson Movario BT200 glasses, which allow you to see a first-person perspective of your quadcopter while you're flying it. And that video was a lot of fun. I worked with Volair on that one, and we're doing some video editing right now. So hopefully that video will be up on Wednesday. And tomorrow, I'm actually going to Puget Systems to start the build of the Beast computer, the dual Xeon 64 gig, all PCIe SSD workstation that's going to replace my aging Beast up here in the Nerd Cave to give me faster editing, easier hardware virtualization so I can bring the Codegasm episode back. A lot of people want Codegasm. Don't worry, it's coming back. I just want to get the new computer online so that I can set the whole dev environment up and everything like that and not have to worry about transferring everything over. I want to start with a clean box when I get this machine from Puget. I also have been spending a lot of time doing research and stuff like that for opening a storefront for Barnacules Nerdgasm. A lot of you guys have expressed that you'd like to support me by buying 3D prints or buying funny and cool shirts and logoed merchandise. And I know a lot of the other big YouTubers do that, so I was like, it probably makes sense for me to do this. But I didn't want to just go out to like Meta Cafe and create another one of those little stores or something. I'm creating a legitimate storefront that's unique to my channel and my brand. And that should be ready to go here in the next few weeks. So I'll keep you guys apprised of that over again on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me over there, guys. Or if you want, you can follow me on Facebook too. I'm just not as active on Facebook because Facebook's really been screwing up lately and not putting stuff in people's feeds, and it's really hard to respond to people. Damn it, Zuckerberg, get your shit together. So Twitter has just been a better option for me to stay in touch with the majority of my audience. I also would like to take a moment and talk about the horrendous Super Bowl 49 that occurred yesterday. And yeah, I passed at the 1 yard line, seriously. Guys, I'm not even a football guy. I am a bandwagon guy. Like I watch maybe 2 football games a year. And that's it. It's like you know, it's like the last playoffs and the Super Bowl. That's it. That's all I ever watch. And I usually only watch the Super Bowl if my team's playing, which is the Seahawks. But after watching that game and watching that call that was made at the end, I was just like, oh. Dude, Lynch could have ran that. Russell could have ran that all day long. Like a wounded guy missing like a leg could have hopped through and got that 1 yard. Why? But anyways, it turned out to be a really good day for Jay's 2 cents.
Interception at the goal line. Barnacules, $100. Pay up now.
Because we had $100 going on that game, and he earned that $100 because the Patriots did technically win, and now he can take that $100 and spend it on baby things. Also, just to let you guys know, some videos that are coming up besides the Dirtfish video where we're going to be doing the Drone Talk episode. I'm also got some keyboard reviews coming up. I got a couple 10 keyless keyboards, one from DOS Keyboard, which I'm so happy that they finally made a 10 keyless keyboard because I find the 10 key more and more worthless every generation of keyboard I go to. And I've also got the Corsair K65 RGB, which has the LEDs in it, and I'm working on a project right now. I'm just trying to get Corsair's attention again. They're kind of like squirrel. But if I can get them to come back back to me and give me some of the API information I need, I hope to create a Codegasm episode to show you guys how to do some pretty neat stuff with that keyboard. And also, I know a lot of you guys are waiting on the Robo R1 review. What happened was before the Chicago trip, I ran into some problems with the Robo. There's nothing wrong with the Robo. They were all software issues because I basically jumped the gun and screwed up on how to configure the computer. So I've got those worked out now. So this week, I'm actually going to be working on the Robo R1 review. So guys, just be patient. It is coming. And the thing does have auto bed leveling, and the bed leveling does work when you install the right damn version of Matter Control. And now I wish everything had auto bed leveling. It's actually pretty sweet. I also plan to do a review of the 99 Gamers service. If you guys haven't ever seen that service, it's actually pretty cool. It's kind of like eBay for games, but without a bunch of transaction fees and a bunch of bullshit. It's a service that works, and they make all their money through advertisement on the webpage so that they don't have to like nickel and dime and gouge everybody selling stuff. And it actually works out really well. But I'm going to be doing a review of their service, so keep an eye out for that. And a lot of you guys have actually been messaging me and saying that you really love 99 Gamers. It seems like they have an amazing public image, and I can see why after using them. I bought multiple Nintendo 64 games off them, some old PC games. I bought some PlayStation 4 games. I actually bought The Last of Us, and I already beat it. The Last of Us Remastered on PS4 is the most amazing game ever. You owe it to yourself to play it if you like zombies with mushrooms for heads. I'm not even joking. All right, guys, before I wrap up this incredibly long and overdue vlog, I just wanted to tell you about one kind of creepy, weird experience that I had when I was in Chicago, and a lot of you guys wanted to hear about it, so I figured I'd put it in the vlog. A lot of people told me when I was going to Chicago, they were like, hey, bring your knife, bring bat knife, it's Chirac, it's a dangerous place, be careful. I'm used to Seattle. I walk around Seattle, you know, I'm used to being harassed and poked and prodded by people. But when I went to Chicago, everything was awesome until one night when I left Google headquarters to walk back to my hotel. I literally had a guy come up behind me, not even kidding. Really big guy. I mean, he was probably had 100 pounds on me, had a huge jacket. He walked up behind me, almost touching me, and for an entire block just kept kind of saying with a low voice that he was going to stab me and take my shit. I'm not even making this up, guys. Literally, I was shitting my pants. I pulled my cell phone out of my pocket. I was already getting ready to dial 911. There's people everywhere, too, by the way. This isn't like I'm alone on the street and there's guys. I mean, there's people, like, everywhere. So I walk a block. It was maybe like 150 feet or whatever like that. This dude, he says it 2 or 3 times. I try to look back at him, and he starts getting really vulgar with me. And because he didn't want me looking at him, apparently. I think he was drunk, too. He was slurring his speech pretty bad. But he's like, I'm going to stab you and steal your shit. And I was like, so I've never had that happen before. So needless to say, I was peeing down my leg a little bit, so to speak. But luckily, as I got closer and closer to the hotel, he finally just broke off pursuit, turned around. And when I turned around, he was following another guy doing the exact same thing to him he was doing to me. So I guess he was just going back and forth trying to intimidate people into like giving him money. I still don't know. He didn't ask for money. He just said he was going to stab me and take my shit. So anyways, needless to say, that shook me up a little bit. But other than that one tiny little bad experience, I thought Chicago was amazing. The people were amazing. The food was amazing. The pizza was a little weird. They like to dump the sauce on the cheese. I don't really get that. But it was tasty, and I loved it. And it was good. But it was a great trip overall. I can't wait to go back. I hope Ord Camp decides to have me on the invite list again for next year, because I would happily go. And I thought it was really cool to get a chance to go see the Inventable guys, because it's really cool to see a business where all their products and all their inventories all ship from here in the United States. I mean, they all ship from Chicago. Their warehouse, their R&D, all that stuff is all under one roof, and I thought that was really cool. And you could tell that everybody that worked there was super passionate, and I like to work with companies like that. So, all right, guys, anyways, I'm going to wrap up this vlog before I completely roach my voice out here. This week, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, tomorrow I'm shooting Puget Systems. Wednesday, I'm going to be editing and hopefully publishing the video of the Epson Mavario BT200 glasses and a cool Fearless drone backpack that's like a hard foam backpack that you can put all your drone stuff in for like transporting it on airplanes or riding a mountain bike or something like that. You don't have to worry about busting all your stuff up. So all right, guys, stay tuned. I hope you guys are still enjoying the channel, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the massive amount of content that's coming down the pipeline. I'm also getting some help with a couple of other projects that I'm working on. But don't worry, Codegasm's coming back. Jerry Rigged is definitely still a thing. All your favorite episodes, even the iRacing stuff on the racing simulator, that stuff's even planned and in the works. I just had to get a lot of the bureaucracy and red tape out of the way so that I could do this as an actual business. Because the truth is, if I went back to work, I probably wouldn't have a lot of time to basically produce this channel anymore. So I just talked to my wife and we both agreed that, you know what, we're gonna give this a try for a year or two. I'm gonna keep trying to produce Barnacules Nerdgasm. I'm gonna keep trying to grow it. I'm gonna keep traveling. I'm gonna keep coming out to cool events and having fun. And this is my passion. This is what I want to do, guys. And you guys are allowing me to do that. And it's actually working out. It's like headed in the right direction. I can see it. There's like light at the end of the tunnel. So I thank you all for that immensely. So guys, have a great night. Stay nerdy. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Also come over to Twitter. I'm at Barnacules. I'm a real social guy. Also, if you have a couple of minutes, check out some of these many other videos. I made them myself.